Hey guys, welcome back to Part of My Imagination. My name's Jasmine, and today I'm going to be doing my March TBR. So as you can tell, I don't have my books wrapped like I said I was. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and read the books that come in on my Libby app for the month of March. The first book that I'm going to be reading, and I'll have scrolling of the books that I'm going to read so you can see them. And the first book that I'm going to be reading is The Deep by Rivers Solomon. This book is about it's about a group of mer people that are from, their ancestors are the African slaves that were taken over on the slave ships that died on the ships and basically fell into the water. And a princess over at Castle Library has read this book, and she said it was really, really good. I know it's really short, so it should be a really quick, easy read for me. And obviously this is on my Libby app, so this is going to be all audiobooks, but that's neither here nor there. The next book that I'm going to be reading is American Spy by Lauren Wilkinson. And this book is about a girl named Maria Mitchell, well, not a girl, a woman, who is an intelligence officer in the FBI back in the 1986 during the Cold War. That's really all that I know about it. The main character is obviously black, and that's kind of all I want to know about it. This is just another book that popped up on my Libby app that I was interested in. The next book that I'm going to be reading is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. Obviously, I feel like everyone knows what this story is about. Okay, the next book I'm going to be reading is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I read The Nightingale by her, and I absolutely loved it, so I want to pick up everything that she writes. And this story is basically about a veteran or a former POW from the Vietnam War who comes back, and he basically can't just get back in the groove of being home. He keeps getting fired from jobs. So he decides to make a rash decision and he moved his family up north to Alaska to live off of the grid. And it follows him, his wife, and his 13-year-old daughter. And I'm very interested to see where this story goes because she literally ripped my heart out last time. So I'm probably going to cry. Alright, the next book I'm going to be reading is Circe by Madeline Miller. I don't feel like I need to explain what this is. This is about basically a book about Circe, the Greek god, right? Alright, the next book I'm going to be reading is Not So Pure and Simple by Lamar Giles. This book is basically about a boy named Dell who has a crush on this girl, and finally this girl becomes available and she volunteers at this church, and he decides to volunteer at this church too. Well, lo and behold, he doesn't realize that this is a pledge for purity, and this basically just follows the story of him trying to get with this girl and more. That's really all that I know about it, and that's kind of all I want to know. So yeah. The next book I'm going to be reading is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I really don't know much about this book, and it's also a thriller, psychological thriller, I believe. So I don't want to know really anything about it. I do know that this book has gotten really, really good reviews. And I got this book recommendation by Books and Lala. And yeah, I'm really excited to read it because I haven't picked up a thriller in a really long time. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. Alright, the next book I'm going to be reading is The Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. And this book is about a girl named Alex who goes to this school in Yale, or she's in the city of where Yale is, and she's trying to investigate about the school's secret society and things like that. That's all The next book I'm going to be reading is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. And I also, this is another thriller, more on the it's a thriller, and basically all I know is it's about 5 people who go into detention, and then one of them ends up not coming out of it. All right, and the last book that I currently have on my Libby app while I'm recording this is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the last book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I'm really, really excited to get to this. I really loved The Wicked King. I think it was the best of the first two that I read. So I can't wait to read this and pick it up and just like figure out where this story goes. And if you don't know what this is about, this story basically revolves around fairies or the fae, because like Holly Black is like the queen of fae. And she pretty much, there's a family that gets thrown into the fairy world and they have to live here, but they hate them because they're humans. And that's pretty much all I'm going to tell you, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the Cruel Prince is about. And if you don't know what it's about, you should just go pick the book up, because like, you should just like, it's a good book, so like, just pick it up. All right, so those are all the books that I have right now currently on my Libby app. There are actually 10 of them, and I roughly pick about 10 to 13 books a month. I also added to this TBR Morningstar by Pierce Brown. This is the third book in the Red Rising trilogy. I'm picking this up because I'm doing a reread with Princess over at Castle Library. I'm sure if you've already watched her, what is the name of her series? Oh my god, I'm throwing a blank. She inherits. Wow. She incorporates game stuff in her TBR videos, which I think is really fun. But why can I not think of the name of her series? Anyways, she put this in her video, so I'm sure everyone already knows that I'm reading this. And this is the Subterranean Press edition. They no longer sell this, and this is supposed to be Darrow, and yes. Okay, so I also want to make some honorable mentions, because these are audiobooks, and I do finish audiobooks really quickly. So if I finish enough books, there are some other books on here that are going to be coming in after this video is posted. So I'm just gonna like kind of go through and make an honorable mention of things that I might possibly read. We have Where the Crawdads Sing by Delilah Owens. We have Raleigh Girls by Roy Powers. Beneath the Tamarind Tree, I think I'm saying that wrong, by Aisha Siase. I'm so sorry. We have Sabrina and Corina by Kali Fajardo Asin. And we have The City of Brass by S.A. Chakrabarti. I never say her last name wrong, and I have tried to do the Google thing, and it doesn't tell me how to say it properly. And last but not least, we have Supernova by Marissa Meyer. I'm so sorry. Out of all of these books, I do physically own 5 of them, so I'm hoping the books on here are books that I really want to read, but obviously I do want to knock out my physical TBR. So yes, words are hard today. But that's all that I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have read any of these books, please let me know which one I should read first. Although for Libby, I feel like I kind of have, the way that I said them is the order that I'm probably going to read them, because they expire in that order. And I think I have like maybe 5 days to read the deep. So we're going to probably start that tomorrow, because I am recording this on the 29th. I know, I'm very slow. But yes. Like I said, let me know down below what I should read, as far as like the ones that are later out. And if you didn't like this video, like I always say, I really don't give a